Y'all, it's Jersey's Concrete, man. Out here with Geek Don't Sleep. Make sure y'all check them out. Subscribe, like,
One more
share.
time.
Y'all, Jersey's Concrete, man. Here with Geek Don't Sleep podcast and show.
You feel me?
Man, make sure y'all check them out, man. Doing big things out here. I mean,
Turn off the lights, shit, my baby want fight. I know a kitty tight, so I got the mic bite. She like to keep the lights on, she know I be freaking. A motherfucker like me, yup, I be geeking. Start tweaking, shit start leaking. Foreplay so good, now we not speaking. I like it when I hit it from the back.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Jerseyz back with a special guest. Know what I mean? A lot of y'all might. It's time to put the name with the face. You know what I mean? Like, y'all got to know what I mean. Let the people know who I'm here with today.
Jersey's Concrete.
So what do you do basically and shit?
Well, I go to the most, I guess, rugged areas in Jersey.
Yeah.
And I filmed the people right there on site in the streets. Most have substance abuse, stuff like that, and they all do different kind of things in their day-to-day life. So whether it's prostitution, boosting, even sometimes selling substances, some do that too. It's not just their bodies, panhandling. And eventually I'll probably get more into maybe the hustlers out there. It all depends. I really don't want to, try to get anybody indicted or nothing like that. I ain't trying to get nobody, I ain't trying to be like Vlad, nothing like that. So
Yeah, nah.
I'm trying to kind of tip you to
You gotta play smart.
Yeah.
So that's why I ask people like, you sure you want me to leave that in there? Cause I'm fuck. I ain't gonna say fuck, but I don't want just the rush of a clip. I'm care about your life and your safety too. So now, you say some shit, and I'm looking at. You sure you want this out there before I put it out there and shit?
Yeah, you mean like the whole podcast?
Like anybody, yeah.
Man,
just show them respect, like because I don't really. You said some hot shit, like
Nah, man. I mean, I keep it real. Keep it.
Everybody, right? Safe.
Yeah, through 100, man. I never filmed anybody that actually hustled or grinded or nothing like that.
Okay.
Not to my knowledge. But I do plan to try to, like, get their story, too. Because a lot of those dudes that was out there hustling, whatever they hustling, they could be lemonade. We don't know what they're hustling, right?
Yeah.
They got a story, too. And eventually I step into that zone.
End of the day, everybody's story gonna match up somehow. Like,
Oh yeah,
all that shit gonna match up, somehow. So where you from, basically? Like, what's your hometown and shit? What town you rapping like?
Well, North. But in my childhood, majority of it was in East Orange.
Okay.
I'm from like North 18th and Park Ave.
Oh, all right.
So I mean, Newark was like 4 blocks down from me. I think Newark's borderline is 14th Street. But and then during my high school years, I moved to Newark and did my high school years, majority of it in West Side.
Okay, all right.
So yeah, man, West Side alumni. And yeah, man. So I've seen it all my life. The things I'm recording.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
It's been part of my family, in the life of crime and using and stuff like that. It's all part of. I mean, I think we all from the urban community have some type of issue like that in our family.
Yes,
so,
yes.
You know.
So what would be like 3 words you would use to like describe yourself when you think about yourself?
That's a good question. I'm very blunt. So I'll say blunt, caring, and realistic.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's well thought out because now people just say like the regular stuff. Yeah, you say that shit well thought out and shit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I see all of that.
And like the whole YouTube channel was really part of my personality. It fits me perfectly because like I'm really in touch with reality. And nowadays people trying to hide up, they're not trying to hear the truth too much, or they're not trying to see it.
Mm-hmm.
And mainstream media and the news, they don't really show it neither. What I'm showing, they don't. Nah, it's like it's like it's like part of the dark side of the urban community. And they definitely don't try to get their story. So
yeah,
the dysfunction that we dealing with, in our community, they're not trying to find out what's really going on.
No, they don't.
So.
They don't. You remember like, do you remember like your first viral video and shit?
Yeah. With a girl named Drika. She's like in her late 20s. I think right now got like 27,000 views right now.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I guess she was pretty well known in that whole South Water North.
Okay, yeah.
She went to Shabazz and stuff like that. And yeah, she went. It went pretty viral with her locally. 26,000 is a lot.
It is.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, she had to be a few weeks or a month pregnant when I did that interview. So as the months went on, I started seeing her kind of get big, her stomach. I'm like, oh, is Drika pregnant? Like, and she was like, she was like dead ass pregnant, and she just had the baby like a month ago.
Wow.
So I want to try to get her again, like film her again during her whole pregnancy, but I don't know. It's like after she kind of went viral, she kind of got too much attention. She didn't really like it, I don't think.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And I low key think she kind of went Hollywood on me too. Like, she low key went Hollywood on me, but yeah, it's all good though. I mean, I actually spoke to her like right after her pregnancy. I did, cause like when I film these people, like I'm local. I'm not like some outsider from suburbia or from a whole nother hood, which I do go to Patterson and Jersey City and stuff like that. And I do other hoods, but I'm very in touch in the people that I film. And I always drive around, I talk to them. Sometimes they jump in, we have like a 30-minute conversation.
Wow.
Like, it's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that nobody know about.
Yeah.
And, but with her, I did stop her and I spoke to her and I asked her, is the baby okay? Where is the baby at? Stuff like that. And she, she always responds and generous. But I let her go, man. I don't ask her for another interview or nothing like that. I let her be. If she ready, she can come back and go, hey, let's do an update. And I'll do an update with her.
And that'll be good. That'll be good. A follow up, yeah.
Yeah, man.
That'll be real good.
Yeah.
People now you got a fan base now, so people want to see how you doing now. Like now we've seen the first video, we want to see the update. The update could be now, man.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be nice.
Yeah, hopefully she, we come around. Maybe I ask her, but from other people's voices and telling me things, I can't say that she really went Hollywood on me, but even from her reaction, me asking her, like maybe a week after the first one dropped, she was like, nah. I'm like, okay, that's cool, But there's other people that I've interviewed that actually have a liking with my subscribers, and they want to see them over and over again. So, yeah, man.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. If you could go back in time, would you change anything and shit? Like a mistake you did, or working with somebody like business-wise, or a friend or some shit? Would you change something back in the day if you could go back?
Oh, you mean with the YouTube or just in general?
No, in general, in your life.
Nah. Nope. I wouldn't change anything. I wouldn't change nothing, bro. Why?
Because everything happened for a reason.
Yeah, everything happened for a reason, man. And whatever fall in line, it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really regret much of anything. Yeah, bro, just live life, flow. So. I would say maybe YouTube wise. I don't know. Same thing, man. I don't really regret anything, even with the billboard thing I put up. It didn't get the traction that I wanted to get, but it became more of like a like symbol.
Yeah, nah. To come to marketing, that shit is all about brainwashing people. It's in people's heads. People seeing this shit, so it's in their head now.
Right.
Once they do come across it, it's gonna bring a bell and shit. Yeah.
Right. The whole image, the name, like even with the image, some people might not know that the image I have of Jersey's Concrete, the little the melanated little face kid.
Okay.
That came from like a well known I think it was a restaurant of some sort in Asbury Park. It was like a big symbol that's reflecting New Jersey in general. Like you put in New Jersey images, that little face will pop up.
Okay.
I just did a flip to it, and made it look more like me.
Okay.
So that's where that whole symbol came from.
All right. Enjoy. All right. That's hot.
Thank you, man.
So what really kind of inspired you to do this? Like,
people ask me that. Even some people I interview, they ask me that. I always tell them that it's many reasons, because like there's so many reasons that I could tell you maybe 4 or 5 of them, and I forget that it's another one that, because it's so many avenues of why I'm doing this. I told you one that I seen it all my life as a kid. With my family, I see it in my surroundings when I walk out the door every day. Also, it's a deeper issue that I think is like even in general, there's traps laid out in the world for us to fall into, and we gotta personally figure out how to avoid them. Well, like when it comes to like drugs, crime, or even people that you might not want to be with, that's a bad influence on you, or that could put you in a bad situation. It's always traps in life, and falling into drugs and stuff like that is one of those traps. So we have to be more conscious and to avoid these traps on our own. But why the traps are there? Like, who was pushing the drugs into our community? Like, we gotta also acknowledge that. Like, who's doing it? Even with the weapons, like we got like army equipment out there to like.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like machinery. Like there's like machinery out there. Like how did I even get in the hood? We didn't go to the army base to get it. It was dropped off. We even have stories of people from like different parts of the country. Like even in California, I was hearing people say that they will find like guns on train tracks that will like literally be dropped off from train tracks, and all the hood dudes are like go and like collect it and like either sell it to other people, or this is one of these different ways that these little traps is being planted in our area that we have to start to question.
Cause one gun can do a lot of shit.
Oh yeah, especially if it's an automatic. I mean, it's some dudes with some automatics are like up north. Like it's not even like guns already like they're frowned upon in a lot of the blue states, like up north New York. You can't even carry in New York. It's hard to even get a permit. But somehow we got a whole bunch of guns with serial numbers scratched off. How did it even get in those hands of those people? You know what I'm saying? We have to start questioning how these traps is being planted. Especially, I don't want to even get into the drugs.
Cause drugs, that was a big thing back in the day. Mm-hmm. It was kept quiet for a long time, but a lot of people through TV shows and just watching news reports from back in the day, putting it together like, that shit came from up top and shit, like
exactly
for a long time ago and shit.
Mm-hmm. The whole 80s was like, that's when they started pushing it into our community. we didn't have connections with people in the South America like that to be getting connections to bringing drugs to our community. A lot of stuff is government based. I mean, it's pretty obvious at this point, but like I said, though, we have to take accountability and try to avoid a lot of these traps that's being put upon us.
And do you think it's hard for everybody? No, not really. Cause if you grew up in the environment, it's hard, but it's not that hard sometimes. Like,
right. Well, people, you got to start from when they was children. This is why when I do interviews, I talk to them about their upbringing first.
Okay, yeah.
Not everybody is going to outthink themselves out of traps, because sometimes they don't even know it's a trap.
Yeah.
Like they can see they family members get high or get drunk, and majority of the people, the children, fall into those same habits as their parents all the time. I was more unique to where when I seen things, I looked at who they were and what kind of predicament they are as an adult.
Yes.
And if they're not really progressing as an adult, I know that whatever they're doing is not going to help me when I become an adult.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
I stayed away from alcoholism. I stayed away from drugs. I mean, I've seen those things done in my own household. The first time I seen alcoholism and I knew what it was, I mean, I've seen somebody in my household like drink rubbing alcohol to the neck.
I heard about that shit. That shit get you drunk.
I don't know. I guess you get some kind of buzz, but I mean, taking rubbing alcohol to the neck.
Yeah, that's different. No, I heard I think it was Listerine I'm talking about.
Oh,
Listerine, but that's rubbing alcohol, that's like a step up.
I mean, I've seen that in the 90s. Like as a kid, in my living room, just like, damn. Like, so, I mean, even like drugs, I've seen it done. But yeah, man. I mean, I've had Bobby and Whitney's in my family where like, I mean, where it got intense. They come to my house, my cousin, head bloody, and his girl, which was like the Whitney, supposedly hit him in the head with something. Like, so like I grew around toxicity all my life, and I realized these people are in traps.
Yeah.
And I need to avoid it as I got older, and I've done that. I don't drink. I've never been high or nothing.
Okay.
I never even smoked cigarettes. Like,
yeah.
So I took it to heart, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So.
It's hard, but I'm gonna say it's not that hard. You gotta have the right mindset where you want to see yourself in the future.
Right.
So what are some challenges you be facing with these interviews and shit like that you had to overcome and shit throughout since you've been doing it?
I can't say it has been many. I would say the most. I would say when it comes to like maybe danger, was probably in Patterson. Some dude. I'm in the middle of an interview, and this dude walked up on me. But I seen him coming. Like, he didn't come from behind; he came from the front. And he had like a Pushaisi mask on. So that's basically like a ski mask, but you kind of see like his whole eyes and his eyebrows. And he was like, "Oh, what you doing?" I'm like, "I'm recording this young lady right here. She's telling me her story or whatever." And he was like, "Oh, okay." I said, "Yeah, I'm from North. I usually do this in my own area, but I'm kind of stepping out, coming to Patterson, getting these people's stories too." He looked at me and he was like, "Okay, that's what's up." I'm like, yeah. So, and he was like, "All right, man, keep doing your thing." He walked off. I don't know who he was, or he could have been one of the dope boys. I'm not sure, but he definitely like checked my temperature, I guess you can say.
Yeah, okay.
And I guess he was pretty all right with it. But I did my last interview in Patterson. I forget the lady's name, but she did mention to me off camera that it is one guy out there that don't want the people being interviewed. I guess he's like some type of dealer. But that's the only time I guess I got some kind of heat. But I still went to pass and did that interview. I would say with the people, I haven't had no problems with them neither. I always got good vibes. Besides my last one, it was like 2 interviews ago. Well, they're not gonna know what time I'm in, but
Yeah.
a girl named Cookie, the interview went like kind of left, and I saw on the highway, like I saw her walking on the highway.
Oh shit.
And I'm like, is she good? So I stopped to, see if she okay. I got out the car and she was alright. She was casually walking on Highway 78.
Oh shit.
And I said, you want to do an interview? Like, I'll pay you real quick. It's all right, cool. And like the interview went left. It was like that was I always find interesting people too. I don't know how I do it, but I find interesting people to interview. But yeah, I haven't really had any. Even like 2-3 weeks ago, I went to Baltimore.
Okay.
2:00 in the morning. I just went solo and went to Garrison Avenue, and they was actually coming to me. Like,
oh shit.
Like,
that's what I'm saying. Some people want their story to be heard.
Yeah, a lot of people, like, when I ask people, a lot of them be like, yeah, I always want to tell my story. You know what I'm saying? And some of them probably would have done it for free, but, I always give them some money too.
Word.
And when I went to Garrison Avenue, I saw one lady, and the people on the street was like, what's up? What's going on over here? Because I'm outside about to film her. And like some other people was walking like, what's going on? And she's like, oh, he want to interview me. And he was like, oh, I want to get interviewed too. So I'm like, oh, okay, well. And I found like 4 interviews back to back over there. And I got in and out.
Heard.
And like, it's 2:00 in the morning. I'm out there filming people from a whole different, city. And I ain't had no problems, bro. Not saying that you should try this, like, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't had no problems. It was all good vibes. And, yeah, man.
Damn.
Yeah. So.
All right, since you've been doing this, basically, like the awareness you have brought to like the people in the community or like family members and shit, like has that any of that shit happen yet? Like people from the city reach out to you or family members or anything like that?
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Family members, they've been kind of like, they've been watching me, but they haven't really said anything to me personally. But people have, cause like I originally, I made my own advertisement thing when it came to like promoting my YouTube channel, to where I made an Instagram page called Newark Wildlife. So it's like Newark Wildlife with a Y in life. So it was a copy of the original Newark Wildlife that pretty much stopped posting. I don't know what happened to it.
Okay,
I don't know. It went ghost. And many people tried to mimic it, but they never really blew it up. And I decided to do it and blow it up my own.
Yeah.
Because I knew how to do it. I promoted my own self through my own personal Instagrams, through memes and stuff like that. But this was more challenging because it was all local based.
Yes.
So I can't use random videos for this account. So I'm gonna kind of talk about how I did that, and then I'll tell you the people that came to me and talk to me about my YouTube channel. So basically, I started the Instagram account and I built it up.
Okay.
So I knew that I had a plan. This is like a year of building it up before I push my YouTube through it. And I made my YouTube when I was ready to push it. So I built it up, and then I started. Built up to me like 10K,
okay,
8 to 10K, I forget. Then I started pushing the YouTube through it because I knew that my YouTube was all local based too. And when I started filming people and interviewing them, that it'll be more in touch with the actual Instagram account. And the people will actually know the people that I'm interviewing. So it would bring all that traction to my YouTube.
Yeah, yeah.
So with the Newark Wildlife page, it's pure nonsense that I post on there. Like it ain't. I wouldn't recommend children to go on that account. It's just pure majority of it is pure nonsense, and I use my YouTube post as like medicine. So I post all this nonsense. It's basically like a Nork. It's not. It's like a World Star, just Nork version.
Yes.
And then I push my YouTube content through it to kind of like even it out. But you know, a lot of the people that I've interviewed and post on that account, a lot of those people knew a lot of those people that fell into hard times and didn't even know that they did.
Yeah.
It's a girl named KK that I interviewed. It did its own traction personally on my YouTube account, but when I posted it on my Instagram, a lot of her family members seen it. And her loved ones that haven't seen her in 3 years, they didn't even know if she was even alive.
Wow.
And she was from Jersey City. But she was in Newark doing her 1-2. And when I posted her family was like, "Oh my God, that's my sister, that's my cousin." And they eventually found her through my YouTube and they actually reconnected with her.
Wow.
And she ended up back in Jersey City.
Wow.
Unfortunately, she back out there again, but you know, it touches a lot of people, that family members that I've interviewed. So even with Drika, the one that got the most views on my account on my YouTube, her family members hit me up to get updates on her.
Wow.
Like, they didn't even know she was pregnant when she was pregnant. I told them. It was like, "Oh, I didn't even know." Like she really pregnant, and she was like 7-8 months at that time.
Wow.
Supposedly the child is with her family. So, but it's crazy. Yeah, man. Some people have hit me up about their issues, and they like email me through the YouTube, because my email is jerseyzconcrete@gmail.com. So a lot of people don't know that, but it's right there in my about section. So if you need to talk to me or you want to get in contact with me, that's how you do it.
Okay.
But I've had people that contact me tell me their story through there.
Wow.
And like, yeah, man, a lot of people, it's like therapy to them sometimes, like when they watch my channel. It's nothing like my Nook Wale page, but it's all connected.
Yeah, but now with the YouTube page, it brings a lot of awareness to the whole city, basically, what's going on outside.
Mm-hmm.
That people don't even know about, or they don't try to reach out to go see about or care about and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, I'm tired. I'm at this point. I'm tired of like the drug kingpin stories. Like, it's getting out of there. It's like that's what the mainstream media is pushing.
That's what they want.
That's what they want. And these people that have been pushing, that work in our community, their story is really not that long. They don't really, majority of them always in and out of jail, or they don't live. But these people that I interview, they've been out there for 20 years, 10 years, you know what I'm saying? Even more than that, where I interviewed a lady named Boz. They call her Mom. She's like 62 years old, and she's been out there for like 40 some odd years.
Wow.
Just on her addiction and jumping in and out of cars. It's crazy, like, and she has stories for days, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so much knowledge and that she has. She really going to be somebody I'm going to keep interviewing.
Keep up with her.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So, yeah, man. Yeah.
Can you think about it? That's the side people don't realize. When you see the kingpin story growing up in the hood, that make you want to go sell drugs, do that and the third. But you don't realize you doing 25 years and say, God forbid, your mother, your grandmother, sister passed away, and you can't go see them and shit. That's the shit that hurts. Like, that's the part they don't tell people. Like, that shit hurt. Like, like from dumb shit I did and shit, I can't. I'm stuck up in here and shit. That's the side they don't show motherfuckers and shit.
Right. I even watched like prison stories of of guys that got out and they tell these prison stories and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm really in touch with, I guess you can say like I said, reality, the dark side of things. To where I listen, like even like right now, I don't watch TV. I cut my cable off. I got Netflix, but I don't want to watch that. Like it's like I don't. And I think people come to a realization that a lot of that stuff on TV, it ain't really. It's nothing knowledgeable.
Distraction.
It's all distraction.
Once you got your third eye open up, bro, you out the matrix, bro.
Once you
realize that shit, like, bro, I can't watch Power shit like that no more. Like fake drug. I can't watch shit. None of that shit no more. Mm-hmm. You got third eye open. You realize how much time you wasting to watch that day, and you could be bettering yourself and shit. Watching another a millionaire and shit on TV. Mm-hmm. I'm good.
Exactly, man. Yeah, like you said, it's all distractions, and we're like bots sitting there watching it, and we don't have nothing going on with ourselves, and we busy being entertained when we need to be out here trying to move and shake and pop. Like we need to be out here really being on our grizzly and trying to be successful and trying to get, like you said, out the matrix and out of slavery.
We still in slavery, yup.
Oh yeah.
Big time.
And people don't realize that, like, the whole, they think we're out of slavery, but, I mean, they just changed it. They changed the...
We're getting paid for it, though, but it's not like little nickels and shit.
Well, and we always been getting paid for it. They don't... See, the way we was even told about slavery was a lie, too. But in reality, just slavery is just being underpaid. Or not, paid very little.
Okay, yeah. Yes.
So you're not really getting paid for what you're doing. But are we really getting paid for what we're doing now? Are we really making enough now?
No.
Especially with inflation and the recession that we're in. Are we really getting paid? Even before the inflation, was you really getting paid enough?
The whole system is to keep you working forever.
Exactly.
And you never if you don't break out that matrix, you're gonna be stuck forever, paycheck to paycheck. Mm-hmm. Nah, it's only a few people that can break out the matrix. And I broke out that shit. Yeah. I'm sick and tired of one making another person rich. I hate that to my stomach. Like once you realize whatever type of job you're doing, you realize break the math down. Like, bro, I'm spending hours out here making this much. That should mess you up. Like, bro, like nah. Like
my boy, he's a garbage man, so he's in that business that I'm in. He's working for a small company. He's a roll-off driver, and he works with like metals and stuff. He don't really do garbage, but it's garbage, but it's like metal, like copper, steel, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's a small company, so he's more in depth with what's going on and how much Lowe's getting paid. The boss even got him picking up checks and shit for him. So when he see these checks, it's like, damn, this is my whole 2 weeks of payment.
Yep.
And I picked it up off of an hour, a load. So it's like, well, damn, how much am I really worth? Because like this whole load is 2 weeks of my paycheck. Mm-hmm. So am I getting underpaid? So it makes you question everything. People don't really realize that the work that they're doing is way more valuable than they can possibly think.
Yeah.
An hour of their work is like pennies to their paycheck. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. So you have to question yourself, are we still in slavery? Everybody's slaves.
Everybody.
It's just a certain percentage that isn't.
Especially in America.
Oh yeah. Exactly.
Work.
Mm-hmm. And we like the land of consumers, so we're not just enslaved. We like to consume a lot, so we spend our money on nonsense. So we're not just enslaved physically; it's mental too.
Mental part, that shit hit different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
I was gonna ask you, how do you look at drug addictions different? But since you kind of grew up around it and you grew up in that environment and shit, so you basically know about it and shit, so you've been look at it different from like a long time ago. As a kid, you looked at that shit different. And shit.
Yeah. As a kid, I looked at it different. I mean, yeah, we all had our moments as a kid where a lot of us laughed at it. like we're like we
Nah.
will like like immaturely we laugh at it. Or don't get me wrong, like even in my interviews, these people aren't their people, and they have sense of humor too. Like in the beginning, like I would laugh a lot, but that's who I naturally
That's
am.
like naturally is.
Right.
You don't really, yeah. I laugh a lot too.
Yeah,
So,
like some things they be saying and doing, it's like, come on, like you have to laugh. But everybody looking at it at a different lens.
yeah.
Like even like in the hood, we're so used to
Get
it.
used to it. Like,
It's like it's every day. And it's like sometimes you snicker at some of the things that they do. Like with Lito, he's he was pretty popular too in the beginning. Lito is mid to 26, 27, young as hell. And he came out the blue when I interviewed him because my whole focus was interviewing this one guy who was sitting on a porch of an abandoned building. I mean, abandoned house. I mean, it's literally like a half of a house. It's like from the view, you don't even see the roof of it. Like it's caved in.
goddamn.
Right, and Lito came on the side like, "Oh, what y'all doing over here?" Like he got the bop, like Lito is like he got the bop. What y'all doing over here? And I said, "I'm doing an interview." He said, "Oh yeah, you pay?" I'm like, "Yeah." So Lito, I'm interviewing him, and it went left because towards the end of the interview, he realized the dude I was interviewing at first owed him money. And it registered that I gave him money. So he like, wait a minute. Yeah, you paid him, right? Yo, where my money at? So like it's like, wait, hold on, this went left. And like I cut a lot of that out the video. Cause it got physical.
You still got it?
No, cause actually like I didn't like edit it. I like cut the camera.
Oh, okay.
And I would record again.
Okay, all right.
So when he allegedly hit the dude, the dude started stumbling into the street. And then when he stumbled into the street, a car was coming. So he almost actually hit the guy after he hit him. And like, I'm like, oh my God. I'm only like 5 to 6 interviews in on my journey on YouTube. And this go down. And but even in the midst of the argument, Lito was in his face, but he's also dancing. Like before he act like he's gonna hit him, he did like a pop lock thing and did like that. So I'm like, wait a like it's hard to not laugh at some of the stuff that these people do. Like but it's like, come on. Like, so I would get ridiculed for laughing a lot. But like one
That's
lady,
the part they don't understand.
they don't understand. You don't understand. Like this one lady named Cameron in the comment section. I don't know her at all. She came from a whole nother outside, right? And she's a Caucasian lady. And she didn't get it. Shout to Karen. How you doing, girl? Karen, she didn't like the fact I was laughing sometimes, but she kept watching me. And she kind of like, it rubbed off on her. She kind of started to understand, like my personality.
Yeah.
I'm not really laughing at the people. I'm laughing at the circumstances that, and things that they saying and doing. And she kind of understand like, okay, I get it. And I started to rub off on her a lot. And she comment almost all my videos now.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. So she really became like I don't want to call her a fan, but like a supporter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She really support the channel. And even as time went, she started to express herself and what she been through. I believe, I don't want to put this on, but I believe she said she used to use too.
Oh, wow.
And now she's clean. And she watches my channel. And I guess it kind of helps her too.
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
Where do you see the YouTube channel like in 4 or 5 years, or just your whole brand of what you're doing?
If I don't get blocked or shadow banned from YouTube, it's going to go to the moon, I believe. But I say that the whole shadow ban thing can happen because it's kind of too real. They don't want us to really wake up and see or even expose certain things that's going on.
You think YouTube like that?
Oh yeah, they've done that. They've done it to plenty of accounts.
When though? But I think now is different, bro. The shit they show on Instagram.
Yeah.
I lost my first Instagram page for sharing a twerk, like a twerk video. I made like a twerk video over a song, just not me twerking, like fucking, like different girls. Twerking.
Right, I got you.
But it was how they do now. But you think about it, it's everywhere. TikTok, this shit they do now, they got flagged a couple years back.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I feel like they allowing this shit to be on the internet now more for just to build their brand up and shit sometimes.
Yeah, I mean that's true. But these different sources have different different rules and guidelines. So
YouTube, okay, yeah.
Yeah, because with YouTube you can't show twerk videos like that. I mean, if you do, it's not gonna.
They restrict your shit.
Yeah, they restrict.
Yeah.
Or even if you say like, I think even with YouTube, like if you use like certain curse words or say certain things, it get like demonetized basically. You can't really get no money from it. Like but like Instagram might pay you for it. You know what I'm saying? But YouTube might not. So it's different guidelines you gotta learn. But I know channels that don't curse at all.
Okay.
They don't use no profanity. They don't show anything that isn't like you would see on TV.
Yeah.
But they're shadow banned.
Oh wow.
Because of what they dishing out there.
Okay.
Like hardcore truths. Like, I mean, it's crazy. Like,
yeah, they don't want some of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I watch these channels and like they don't get no type of monetization. And if that ever happened to me, I can't see myself continuing to do it because I'm not rich. You know what I'm saying? I actually pay these people for their time. And it would just become like it'll become a liability for me financially.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But I mean, it's technically a liability right now because I'm not really making any money yet.
Yeah.
But
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. I'm still doing it with the idea of it.
Cause you know what could come out of it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You won't be stuck in that matrix. You got to do shit like this.
Exactly, man. Exactly. Yeah.
That's what's up, man. I like to get everybody's point of view and shit when they come up and just ask them and shit. How do you feel about relationships? Do you think relationships are meant for everybody or some people just meant to be single for the rest of their life and shit? How do you feel about that whole scenario?
Yeah, I mean, it varies on the person, you know what I'm saying? You do have people that are fine with not being in relationships. You have, a small percentage of women that don't want to have children, and they're fine with that, I mean, but I've heard a lot say they regret it once they got to like the 50s and 60s. They wish they had a kid that will, But yeah, I think it varies on the person. It's harder for people like me because like once you wake up out the matrix, it's like, well, that's not gonna work with society being taught. Like, and it hasn't been working.
Mm-hmm.
Like marriages is like they're not lasting, not even with celebrities. Like the way it's going down, this is all new. Like this on the way we're living in relationships, it's all new. Years prior, like traditional, it worked. Like arranged marriages work, and they still work in Eastern society.
Yeah.
Where the young girl will see, this is how it's supposed to go, right? A lot of people are not going to agree because they into the matrix and into Western, they westernize. But like when it comes to like a young female really supposed to leave the protection of her father and go to a guy, a husband. So, and the father has like, he has his hand in who she dates. Now you don't have that. Females going out into the world, leaving the protection of a father, and go into society trying to figure out on her own.
And starting early, TikTok and shit.
Yeah,
They
man.
start. That's just it's sad, man.
I mean,
When you had to fight back in the day just to get certain shit from a girl, just talking to a girl. Nowadays, that shit right on TikTok or
yeah, I mean, a lot of things I've said in the past about social media that's coming to light right now. Like, you know, I'm not some type of really smart dude that can predict the future, but like when you're a critical thinker, it ain't hard to predict what's going to happen in the next 3-5 years. Like,
you just watching them. You just watching them. Mm-hmm. Cause you think about it, bro. A lot of these back in the day, you really had to fight to get a picture or some shit just from a person and shit online and shit. Or somebody you talking to. Nowadays, that shit right on their TikTok and everything.
yeah,
shit, bro.
like I mean, you talking about a bikini picture or
Cleavage, any type of
cleavage out?
that shit,
Yeah,
that shit was different back in the
you had
day.
to ask for that through a personal, message. But now the girls are like delivering it for free, basically. Like they're not even monetized from these things. You're not even making money from Instagram. And
You got all this shit on there, like this freaky shit.
yeah, bro, it's like, and
Might as well get the OnlyFans.
it's like, it's at a point to where the men are becoming like they used to it to the point where it's like they don't even care.
It's
no
not
more.
fighting. It's not worth fighting. Well, I had a thing for strippers back in the day. I'm saying, like, once OnlyFans ran pandemic, like, I paid for it, I'm sorry. Once I seen it, I'm like, I don't want to, I don't want to go to the club no more. You feel me? Like,
Exactly.
you take away, like,
And they don't realize the traps that you even putting on themselves, like a lot of the females. And though I'm not like anti-female by any chance, because I actually like females. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like anti-female or some type of super black pill.
or
But I see what's going on, and they don't realize the traps they're setting up for themselves, because like women don't really realize that the less you show, the more appealing you are to a man. And I'm talking about actual man, like a man of substance.
once you open up, because everybody go through that era, they like, once you can't, that's not going to last too long.
Right.
You know what I mean? It look good and shit.
Yeah, it looks
300
good.
likes and shit. It look good and shit.
It looks-
like,
Yeah, actually, I even removed those kind of females from my timeline. I don't even see them on my timeline no more. Like if a female posts pictures like that,
you,
I either unfollow them or I just hide their posts.
yeah.
It's at the point where guys don't even see it no more.
It gets annoying. It gets
Yeah.
like, oh, you still doing this? Ain't nobody wake you up yet?
Right, and they don't realize that.
It's a trap. Like, it's a trap for them, and it's a trap for guys, like, too. Like, I realize that's a trap. Like, man, I'm not about to waste time talking to you, knowing sometimes you might not try to link up a chill. So you just posting just for the attention, more for the attention.
Yeah, attention is the new currency. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to pay females anymore. You just paying with attention. Like, I even realized that my time is valuable, and is like I'm so awakened that you gotta kind of make the female know that your time is valuable. It's like and if she wants your time, she has to earn it.
Yep.
Especially when you're a busy man, you actually working, and
Yep.
like when you work, you do this whole podcast thing, and you still got interviews lined up. You got to edit. You know what I'm saying? It's so much time, and if she wants that, she has to kind of earn it.
You gotta learn, yeah.
And when she realizes what kind of man you are, she will kind of adjust to that.
Yep.
Most males don't. They got a lot of time on their hand. You know what I'm saying?
Those are the things I can't. Once you open up that third eye and you see, like, you can't be with nobody. You're right. You can't.
Yeah, man. Cause like when I first started the whole
I ain't got
YouTube
that
thing,
much time. You're right.
yeah. When I first started the YouTube thing, I was talking to a chick, and my time just minimized, and she didn't like that. So that ended up falling apart.
Yeah.
because like when with my job, I work more than the average guy. I do way more than 40 hours a week. And I started the YouTube thing, and that took a lot of time away from women. And I was fine with that. You know what I'm saying? Because like
you gotta know the bigger dream, the bigger dream in life, like.
And you know, once you do start making more money and stuff like that, the quality of not just women increases, even the people around you. You gotta kind of elevate from the people that you used to be around, because if their mindset's still at a certain, you know, degree, you kind of have to push them to the side. Not saying remove yourself from them, but you definitely have to elevate and kind of get more people around your mindset.
Yes.
That's also busy men, which I need to do personally. I'm really like, I'm more like a loner. I like to do everything on my own, but I do need to start getting around other men with the ideology as me, so we can feed off each other. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. I'm gonna say sooner or later you don't see yourself with a team, like a move, like a whole, not being behind the camera, more like in front of the camera. I mean, you can see yourself doing that shit sooner or later. Or you like the behind the camera?
Probably not, man. I don't really see myself in front of the camera too much.
It hit different.
Yeah. Plus, that can be a detriment to me too.
Yeah.
Or even to like a lot of men that start to increase their status. They start to want more of it, so they start to show themselves too much when the content not really about them. You know what I'm saying? Like with me, the content not really about me. But if I start showing myself too much, it's like, well, you know, what are you really about? Like, what are you really doing? Like, do you want the views for yourself? Do you want, you know, because like, it can really mess up a man's ego. You know what I'm saying? An ego, like how we talk about the females when it comes to like attention, the man's ego could ruin them too. I'm saying the cockiness and you know.
It took me, bro. It took me like probably my 7th episode I put out on YouTube. I realized, yo, bro, I don't want the fame. It fucked me up, bro. It messed my head up. Like, I don't want the fame. I want to be behind the scenes. And but I thought about it. I was talking to a few people. I said, bro, it's too late. Like, you counted the people, your face. I ain't want that, bro. I thought about it. I was like, yo, bro, I don't want the fame. I'd rather just come with it.
Right.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I don't.
Because like even with the whole North Wildlife thing, I got 26,000 followers on there.
Not everybody.
And I could post a video on there. It could get well over 26,000 views. I could show myself on there and get the whole North to see who I am. You know, I could gain popularity just by showing my face on that Instagram account, but I don't. And if I do it strategically to where, you know, someone see who I am. I'm not hiding. You know what I'm saying?
Now, sometimes it is good to hide, as long as you can.
Yeah, as long as you can.
Hide yourself.
Eventually, you know, you have to show. I mean, you don't have to, but you can.
It comes with the business sooner or later.
Sooner or later, I think you do have to show yourself, but
if you want to grow in that shit, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I could have shown myself a long time ago, but I don't really care for it that much. You know what I'm saying? When you don't really care about attention and you really have a whole different mindset and goal, you know, you be more successful, I think. You know what I'm saying? When you try to not be in the camera too much. But with your situation, you do a podcast, so you're going to have to be in the camera. My situation is different.
I could have did it. I could have went behind the camera the first episode, but
that's true. You could have done it.
I recognized it to like the 6th one. I realized 6 or 7 one. I realized, damn. I told like 2 people, and they're like, it's too late. I said, no, you're right. Yeah,
because even if you do decide to switch it up and go behind the camera, when you do get bigger, you know, people, all they got to do is go to your first few episodes.
But it's a part of the brand now.
Yeah, that too.
It's a part of the brand.
That too.
It's been so many, I was like, where the other guy at?
Right. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. They might get used to it if you get behind the
Certainly.
camera. Yeah, but like with the whole KK, the girl I spoke about that from Jersey City. I told her, man, this is about you. Don't like if I'm about to ask a question and she started talking again. I stopped talking. I
Yes.
let her like, yeah, like no. This is all you. Go get whatever you got to say out, and not ask the question. But yeah, man. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, maybe one day I'll show myself more, but on YouTube. But I don't really care. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, what you do gonna be big though. Cause I look at it. I told a few people that shit. I said it's not right now what he's doing, but later on in life, that shit is a part of history. Just like this podcast, none of this shit gonna blow up, get millions of views. But later on in life, this shit gets a part of history. Know what I mean? The time era we was in and shit. You never know. Her cable station might pick your shit up.
Yeah. I mean, that's very true, bro. Because even like, unfortunately, the people that I've interviewed, a lot of them might not get out of a situation, and they might end up passing from the situation, and their family could go back and look at it. Which kind of hurts to say that, but it's the truth. Some of the people are not gonna get out of it, and years down the line, my channel gonna be there, or even like 10 years from now, 2030s or 2040s, they can see how it was back in 2022, 2023 in North after they got gentrified.
Yeah.
So, and that's happening. Newark is going through gentrification right now, and it's hitting downtown and it's coming up gradually. So, even like Freeland Heisen, where I do a lot of my interviews at, used to be an old project building down there. Like, it was rough, but it's been abandoned for years. I don't know if you know about it. I forget the name of it. It's right near the McDonald's on Freeland. But now they knocked it down, and now they're gonna build a movie studio over there.
Word?
Yeah,
Wow.
and it's dead in near the Blade, where the dudes hustle at, is literally out there. And I did an interview, I think it was Tuesday, 3-4 days from now, and the girl told me, and they cracking down on us.
They want that area.
Yeah, they want that area. And she said, yeah, because even at the end of the interview, Elizabeth Police, like, is everything all right over there? I never got that from over there. I'm like, yeah, I'm just interviewing her real quick. And she's like, oh, okay. And that's when she told me, like, oh, they about to crack down on Freeland. I said, uh-oh. So when that movie studio get built, that whole area going to change. And then they could look at what it was. I don't know if that's a good thing, but it's the reality. And that's what's happening.
Regardless, it might not be a good thing for some people, but no history is good for nobody, but it's history, though, at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. That shit, big history right there.
Yeah, man. I mean, they were saying Tyler Perry, it's going to be a Tyler Perry studio. I'm like, oh, I mean, on the outside looking in, that might look good and sound good. They might be trying to recruit more, melanated people from the urban community. Because, I mean, that's where the talent's at in America. I mean, majority of the talent is where we at. All over the country in the urban communities. They could be planting that there to recruit and put people.
That's a lot of land. You think about it, bro. They knock all them project buildings. That's a lot.
Oh, it is, yeah. Yeah, man. That's a lot of land over there, bro. I drive by like, damn, that's a lot of land. I mean, I don't know, man. They definitely building a movie studio in Newark.
I don't know if I could be wrong. I don't know if it's just one person, but they said that's like one of them traps back in the day used to do like $60,000 a week, if not more. I think somebody said like 20,000 a day or something back in the day, like niggas was doing.
In that area?
Yeah.
Damn.
But just imagine, bro. And it wasn't just from us. It was from other towns coming through, spending money and shit.
Right.
Doing 20,000 some hours a day.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, bro. I mean, I don't know how much they doing now. I mean, it's looking kind of rough over there right now. Like even the girls is, I don't know, man. They're not looking too good out there. And the money is definitely. I'm really hands on in the streets. They telling me a lot of different things that's not going so well. Like money wise. A lot of the dealers are getting high now.
Yep, that's a new thing.
So the dealers are getting high. There's no telling what's going to happen with them in the next year. Like even a girl, Katie. I don't know if you've seen that interview. I did it like a month ago. I saw her run out of abandoned building.
Okay, yeah.
And a dude chasing her from behind, and I ended up going to grab her. And supposedly she was in the streets. I don't know what she did, but now she's down bad using. So things is changing drastically. And she's saying that she trying to get out of it on her own. But with the interview I did a couple of days ago, she said when you start doing dope, after 3 days you're down bad.
Yeah.
And when I met Katie, she was already 2 weeks in.
Yeah.
And this is a attractive young lady. Like she's 30. And
that's the one drug you do not want to. That heroin, that shit hit different.
Mm-hmm.
It's opium. This is like the Percocets. You know what I mean? Everybody don't. Young people our age just doing Percocets. Man, I can't fuck them shit. So.
Yeah,
that's the next step.
Yeah,
dope.
They don't realize that they just graduate into different and harder drugs. I asked somebody, is drugs a gateway to harder things? And they told me that it all depends on who's using it.
Yeah, that's damn.
And I agree. I mean, from the outside looking in, damn. I can definitely see that.
Okay. At one time, I thought weed wasn't the gateway. The older I got, I was like, it is. But you're right. It's the person. Whoever's it's the person.
Yeah, and why they doing it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, people be having some real deep, dark past in their life. They may be trying to cope it with drugs, and once the drugs they're using in the beginning ain't strong enough, they gotta elevate.
Yeah.
So
how I don't know. I won't say her name wrong. Is her name Sabrina?
Oh, Sabrina, Lil Mama.
Yeah. How a lot of people like our interviews.
Yeah, Sabrina, man. I mean, she's very entertaining, man. She's I actually plan to take her to Walmart and buy her some clothes.
Okay.
So we might do like a vlog.
Yeah.
We in Walmart together. We might get kicked out. I don't know, man. We might get kicked out of Walmart messing with Sabrina.
She be turned up.
Yeah, Sabrina. She's good. I spoke to her because I had to go to Maryland because my father had passed, so I had to get like a week or two out from the streets.
Okay.
And I spoke to Sabrina like the day before, and she was in good spirit. She out there walking around, doing her 1-2. She looked pretty clean too. So
that's good. That's good.
Sabrina, she's out there kicking, man. That girl, she's something else, bro. Like it's crazy because you have so many different type of people out there in the streets, to where like she's a little person. Just in case people don't know, she's like this tall. You know what I'm saying? And you have so many different type of people out there, bro, where you actually have somebody like her out there on the streets using. And and I've heard stories about her in the past when she first hit the streets. How she was like one of the hottest things out there at the time. And now I think she's 29, about to be 30 something.
Yo, people, it be young people.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
I mean, it's a girl I interviewed. Her name is Izzy. If you go to Jersey's Concrete, she got on a black ski mask and she got on a red tank top. She's 22, and she out there using.
Wow. And
she said the first time she had hit crack. But she allegedly, I don't know, she said she wasn't using at the time during the interview. So I won't let that be known. But she said at 17 was the first time she did crack. I mean, even from the hood, I never heard nobody at 17 doing crack. I'm pretty sure it happened, But I don't know anybody that did crack in high school. Like, that's deep. Like, and she not even from the hood. That's another thing.
That makes a lot of sense then.
Mm-hmm.
That makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm. Like she must have been messing with those suburban people.
Cause we know, like you said, we grew up around it. We seen the dope bags and crack valves on the ground and needles growing up and shit. And not knowing what it was, but sometimes people did tell us what it was. We seen that shit.
Yeah, man.
So that was the one you do. It's either like weed back in high school. People might be popping certain pills and shit, but it wasn't none of that whole hardcore shit.
Yeah,
there.
crack. I'm like, damn, crack. That was new to me. And she might have been the youngest person I interviewed so far. 22 years old.
Damn.
Yeah, man. So, and she been through a lot. She didn't really tell me much about her upbringing, but from other people telling me that she came from, all her family is like well educated. They're doing good right now, but something about her is just not. She hasn't reached that.
Okay.
And I think it's something deeper that she didn't really tell me about. But, that childhood, man, is very important, man. You really got to protect your children from people and them cell phones, man. I'm telling you.
Yep. Ain't the streets no more. It's the cell phones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like you could be like teaching your kids something in the household, but that cell phone could intercept everything you told them. Like you talking about TikTok. Like, it's videos like going like that, and you don't know what your kid is like, absorbing in their head. Like, they learning whole different type of ideologies through their phone.
It should be like fast.
Yeah,
like,
and you be wondering, well, where my kid get this from? It's the cell phone. You know what I'm saying
20 minutes you could suck in so much shit just on TikTok and what's the name just watching. You can suck so much shit in your brain.
And even with like adult entertainment, I don't want to say the P word because you can't say corn, right? There's more access to it. It's easier than when we was kids. We had to watch,
You had to steal DVDs or tapes from people.
Right.
You couldn't buy them.
Right, and even as kids, you might have the adult channel, but it's frizzy. You can't really see it. Like, it was so hard to even see things like that.
It was that soft.
Or HBO, you had the soft core one, but
even when it came on the internet, you had to worry about viruses back in the day.
Right.
One website, man, junk.
Right. I dealt with that. I dealt with that with the whole dial-up internet. And
viruses.
Yeah, you try to go on those sites, you get mad. It's a risk, you know what I'm saying? But now ain't no risk. I mean, it's so easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be scared to have, scared to have a kid right now because it's so easy.
Yep.
But I already told myself when I have children, they're not getting a cell phone. They're not getting it. I didn't have it. You know what I'm saying?
You definitely right, man.
Yeah, they ain't getting no cell phone, bro. I'm sorry.
No cell phones.
Like, I mean, maybe when they graduate or from high school or something, they really get a cell phone from me. But, I mean, honestly, they don't. What do they need a phone for? Like, when you think about it.
It's good and bad. If you do get them, you got to probably put restrictions on that shit.
Man, that don't work.
It don't. Cause you know, growing up, once we found the websites, they had restrictions on the computer we was using, but they had websites you could go through to get to that website.
Yeah, it could like hide the URL and you could go. Yeah.
So it's always gonna be a way. So yeah.
But that might only help with adult entertainment. But what about these different ideologies through TikTok that's not being blocked? Yeah. That you don't want your kids learning.
They don't watch that shit over in China and shit.
Yeah, TikTok in China is totally different than ours.
Different.
It's like night and day. Where they actually learn the educational things on their TikTok.
That's crazy.
And you come to America, the TikTok got, dudes with pink wigs on. You know what I'm saying?
That's different.
With lipstick on, and you know what I'm saying? They got got a whole lot of different things on there that you might not want your kid to watch. So, yeah, bro. You really have to watch these cell phones. And, like, even the TV and, like, these different artists is, like, they insert ideologies in your children too through the music. It's like It's like they literally putting rituals through their lyrics, and your kid is inserting it. And
that should be scary too.
yeah, bro. Like even what you said, like with the drug dealing and drill rap, it's so many traps. You know what I'm saying? You really have to avoid it. It's so many traps, and like we have artists like Future. Before it was about dealing it. Now they're using it in the music. People like Future, where they talk about using. So you was rapping about selling, now you rapping about using, and you don't think like these dudes that be out there hustling don't hear that? They might think it's cool and listening to it, but not everybody can really register what's going on. To now, using is cool.
Bro, I did my 1 and 2s back in the day, so I know what it is when you in a trap, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, that wasn't allowed. And if people wasn't on something, you was on something that kept you alert.
Right.
I don't know. You can't be in a trap nowadays drinking lean or off Percocet, bro. You gotta be alert. Like
right.
So, like,
you would think so.
It's scary now. You see, like, bro, how you out here drinking lean?
Mm.
This shit wasn't allowed back in the day, bro. Like, bro, be like,
yeah. I think I even heard something with Cameron was saying where he saw Jewels doing the lean with Lil Wayne and stuff like that, and how he was deteriorating.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
That shit mess you up.
And like he started missing his teeth after a while, and it's like, Cam was like, "You doing lean? Like that wasn't part of the script at the time." But that's when it started getting inserted into the music.
Yep.
It was Lil Wayne and Jewels, or even like 3-6 Mafia.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They started pushing that, and 3-6 Mafia. I mean, the name itself tell you who they are and what they represent. Like they devil worshippers.
Yep.
But the music industry is devil worshippers. But I don't want to get into that. But it's all coming from the top. The music industry is giving them what to rap about.
Yep.
They grab the talent and they give them a script.
I push that shit.
And they push their talent through with the script, and we just taking it all in. You know what I'm saying? It was not really part of us.
That's the type of people don't realize. Your channel, that's the type of awareness it brings just from either drug use or following following the wrong person and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You might mess around with that one person that might, hey, try this.
Mm-hmm.
Just because that's your friend or somebody you're around or or they friends doing it. And that one thing can lead you to a certain lifestyle you don't want to live and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I mean, for some reason, I wasn't. I avoided peer pressure. It didn't get me as a kid. I've had friends that was potheads. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think anything bad for them doing it, but I didn't get into it for some reason. Even if it's offered to me, for some reason I didn't do it. So I don't know, man. I was always a different kind of kid to where I always thought it all was connected.
Yeah.
But everybody that does do weed and smoke weed, not necessarily going to be addicted to harder drugs eventually. But
I want to say no. Yeah, if it could lead to it though.
Mm-hmm.
It could lead to it. And I'm not saying, but your channel bring the awareness to like the other side of going down the wrong path could do and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You, like you said, it's the person also too and shit.
Right.
So what else would you on any other type of platforms with your channel or anything?
Nah, man, just all me. Just
No,
all
I mean
me.
like other platforms like on YouTube. Like where can people find like all your like other platforms and shit?
I'm on TikTok. That's it. I'm on TikTok. I do have an Instagram, but I don't post. I need to post on it more. But everything is me. I don't have nobody helping me, so
That's be the hard part.
that'd be the hard
Trying
part.
to be on. You think you should be on every platform sooner or later?
I don't know. I mean, I don't really plan to.
Okay.
I know TikTok. It has its pros and its cons.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things on TikTok that the U.S. is trying to stop because they exposing a lot of different
Yeah.
things going on in other countries that they don't want exposed. So that's why I'm mainly on TikTok to promote my medicine on there. But
What's the channel? What's the channel name?
Jersey's Concrete.
Okay, so everything under Jersey Concrete.
Yeah, it all had the same name.
Okay.
Jersey with a Z at the end and Concrete. So
All right.
Jersey's Concrete, and you know, I named it Jersey Concrete real quick because this makes it's the concrete of New Jersey. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You're on the soil basically, and I want everything on the channel to be concrete, hardcore, truth.
Okay, that makes sense.
So it's like a double meaning when it comes to the concrete. So yeah, man. No.
So now, I mean, is anything you want to let the people know before we get up out of here? Does anything?
Man, keep your head on a swivel, man. Keep your head on a swivel. Yeah, put the phones down, man. If you want to change, and you want to get out of a situation, you got to change your whole ideology on life. You have to change the algorithm of your timeline. Like I mentioned, I stopped following girls that show themselves too much. My YouTube has real estate things on there.
Okay.
It has things that's tangible for me to grow. You have to change your whole ideology if you want to get out the hood too.
Yep.
So, yeah, man, be aware of what you inserting in your mind and in your body. So,
All right. So now, I mean, hopefully we're gonna link up. If not, I come to you on the streets.
okay.
And do an interview and shit. I'll probably pop up with this. It's getting cold too, so I might
Yeah.
pop with the pool site.
Right.
Okay, get it out.
And then you can tell your past and what you used to do. No. You gotta wait the time back. What is it called when you do a crime a few years back and you can't get charged for it? I forget what it's called.
Now taking my shit to the dirt.
Oh God!
If you know out there.
Yeah, take it to the dirt.
Feel me?
Yeah, man, that'd be dope though.
I mean, so I appreciate all y'all tuning in.
Thank you, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all like it. I'm gonna advertise on my community section too,
You feel me?
so my subscribers can come here.
A lot of this history right here. Like I
Yeah.
said, everything I'm doing is about history.
Yeah, man.
People going ahead his side of the story sooner or later and shit.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Appreciate you, though.
Thank you, bro.
Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the video.
Definitely.
We out.
All right, y'all. It's Jersey's Concrete, man. Out here with Geek Don't Sleep.